In the beginning, God created the heavens and He created the earth. He created every living thing upon the earth. Thousands of years later, along comes myself, Ed Waters, and I created Freecircle, so I could bring you the fireside. We want to bring you truth with integrity, insight that's right, and stories that matter the most today. So climb on in, buckle up, let's take a ride on the fireside. We're going to talk influence. Influence, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. Influence. That's kind of what drives the beginning of everybody. They find a person and that person influences them. So basically, how you live, you could be influencing people. Your kids, other children that come to play with your kids. Influence comes from those that people look up to. When you're a parent, you influence. You structure the development of children. And you influence how they act. Every little trait that they see you doing, they're gobbling it up, they're taking it in, they're studying, because you're influencing them. So when your children are doing what you sit around and talk about, and you wonder where it came from, don't blame other people. Don't blame society for what you yourself has influenced. Are you influencing people? It's vital to the development of children to be around good influence. Have an influence on. You're a guide. You control, you shape, you decide for them. You influence the right decisions. And then there are those that continue to be influenced all through their life. They never stop looking for people to influence their actions, their behavior, because they can't grow up. So, influencing people, you do it every day when you're around kids because they're watching. You never know which one. So the best thing to do is be aware of how you're acting at all times and make sure that you realize you do have a social impact. You may not be aware of it, but somebody may be admiring you from some place that you don't even recognize. And you're influencing them through your actions. Are you being a good influence? It's time to ask yourself that every day. Put your influence hat on. Walk out the door making sure you're going to do the best you can to do the right thing. Let's start influencing in the right way. Let's think about it. Be conscious of how we're acting, dealing with others. It's hard to do sometimes to get that grip on how you yourself are acting. It's hard to do. So, when we realize that we are an influence to others just by being out in society, it makes you think a little bit. Slow down and ponder, are you doing the right things? Not only for you, but for society, for your family. Think about something beside yourself. Make sure you think about others. Recognize you are an influencer and you do have influence. Social media, it's a new way to influence people. We got to make sure, are we influencing the right way? Are we using this tool in the right way? I ask you, go out today and start being a good influence on people. They need you.
Well, that's it for another Free Circle Fireside. Thank you for joining us. You can find us on the web at freecircle.website. You can join in on the live shows or leave a message and we'll get your voice out over the message. The call-in line is 971-533-7805. Join Free Circle, get your voice out, and thank you for joining the Fireside. Ed, Free Circle, out.